kids. All right, here we go. For real.
You're listening to Outta Nowhere. You're listening to the Outta Nowhere Wrestling Podcast, brought to you by WrestleCrate, WrestleCrate.com.
Fuck yeah, you are. You are listening to Outta Nowhere, episode number 5. Oh, man. My name is Joe Cronin, JD from New York. It's been in my opinion, epic fail, wasted last week here ever since we found out that Seth Rollins was injured. And here we go with the tournament. I can't wait to see what happens. And epic fail. And you blow your load. And not only do you blow your load, the tournament's gonna suck. Everything is bullshit. But guess what? Let's add something else to this mix. Undertaker and Kane 2-on-2 versus Strawman. I'm calling him Strawman. Strawman and Bray Wyatt. No Survivor Series elimination style, which I think would have been epic. If they had Undertaker, maybe it'd come down to just Undertaker versus Bray Wyatt or something or whatever. Or who knows, an elimination style thing. They could have tagged with other people. Now it's just a 2-on-2 tag team match. No traditional Survivor Series. What the fuck, man? What do you think of this?
The fuck are they going to do with Luke Harper and Eric Rowan? They're going to just leave them off the fucking pay-per-view?
They're going to stay outside the ring and masturbate to the match. Like, you know what I mean? While they're in the ring fighting, Luke Harper's going to be like, with his fucking eyes popping out of his head like they do, and Rowan's going to sit there like, man, I could never have a match like this. You know, that's the so Luke's going to whack it, and Rowan's going and Rowan is going to wish that he could wrestle that way. Rowan sucks. Sorry, Rowan. Seems like a good guy. He's definitely big. He's definitely, like, doing pretty good with playing along with the whole thing. Like, I believe that he should be in the Wyatts, so that's a good thing for him. I gotta say something positive about him, you know, because I just nailed him. But wrestling-wise, I'd rather wrestle with a fucking clogged toilet bowl than watch him fucking in the ring.
Yeah, Eric Rowan is awful. I agree.
All I get out of him is I gotta stare at that sweaty stain that's always on his ass halfway through a match. Every single time, the same fucking sweaty ass stain in his ass cheeks. I gotta look at it every time. Kill me, bro. What are you doing tonight? What's happening over there? Is there what's going on?
Not much, man. It's been a long week. I'll tell you that.
Fuck work, you know.
I feel like I haven't been on here forever. I feel like I haven't like spoken to you like fucking 6 weeks now.
That's because I think we speak once a week. We like hit. Me and you are the same. We're so busy with stuff, and then to come home and do YouTube things, and because I have kids, like we really don't. Like it's weird. I feel like we would be really good friends if we like actually were friends, but we're more like, hey, what's up, man? But we don't. Yeah. I don't know, but it's cool that we don't have to. We don't even need to talk. We can just be like, bam, let's go. We're there. So
live, hit that fucking live button.
Exactly. That's really funny. Like this is what the time we talk to each other. Maybe a little bit after the show's over, and then, hey, we'll see you. You know, it's it's fucking weird, but we're that busy. The WWE's been busy pissing everybody off. I thought that maybe some people wouldn't be this mad, but people are really disappointed with the Survivor Series situation in the tournament. What disappoints you the most about this tournament?
The fact that it's so fucking predictable. That's the one thing that gets me going. You know, I mentioned this. I think it's solely going to be built around Roman Reigns and Dean Ambrose, and that's the finals that we're going to get at the Survivor Series, and then something big is going to happen.
Yeah, I agree too. I think it does seem like they're setting up Dean and Roman, and you're going to have to choose or something like that. You know, I don't know. Yeah. You think this is them trying to not only to almost make the fans like you know, we're going to find out who people like more, or find out, who we think. I mean, obviously they want to go with Reigns, but maybe they're thinking like, let's give it the chance and see what people who people pick.
Yeah, see, the thing that I said, man, I think that they need to, and I was totally against this, and I was kind of on the opposite side of this. I was always saying like Dean Ambrose should go heel,
Right.
but now I'm thinking I think Roman Reigns really needs to be heel. If WWE really wants him to be the face of the company, and they want him to be the number one guy to take John Cena's spot, the fans aren't gravitating towards him. They're not really embracing him right now the way WWE wants. I think a heel turn in the absence of Seth Rollins is the best thing for him. And if you look back at all the biggest names in the history of the WWE, they were all heels at one time.
Right.
Cena, Bret Hart, fucking Hulk Hogan. When did you ever think Hulk Hogan would turn fucking heel? And then when he did the NWO thing, everybody was like, "What the fuck is going on?"
Yeah, you gotta go stale to go heel, basically.
Yeah, Bob Backlund went heel. Fucking The Undertaker was here, heel. Shawn Michaels, you name them, they were all heels. John Cena.
Yeah.
I think Roman Reigns needs to go down that path.
Well, the other thing, too, about it, to sort of in a somewhat comparison, The Rock was supposed to be his goody two-shoes, and everybody booed him.
Yeah.
It's similar to Roman Reigns. The only difference is there is still a lot of people who did like Roman Reigns. But Roman Reigns is in that weird area where The Rock was after he became Nation of Domination. Remember, he started becoming popular, and people started. He kind of went face for a second after his Nation of Domination deal. He went face for a second, and then quickly, as he was gaining momentum, the WWE noticed that. And they flipped him and put him with Mr. McMahon at the Survivor Series. And at that Deadly Games thing, when they flipped him and made him a heel, he became the top heel in the company, and Stone Cold was the top babyface. So it was easy, you know what I mean? And then it was easy to flip him face after that because he was just so likable. But you got that mileage out of him as a heel because he was so hot, whether it was liked or hated or whatever, or you decided to hate him even though you liked him. It's just like Shawn Michaels around WrestleMania 14. I love Shawn Michaels, and I loved the DX entrance, but once Stone Cold came out, that's it. I was on board with Stone Cold. I was so invested in him. I don't think you could have put any two better guys against each other at the time. I know that if Bret had been there and not left for WCW, maybe it would have been Bret versus Stone Cold for the title at WrestleMania, which that would have been... Think about that, if that could have happened. But at the same time, I don't think you could have put any two better guys together because their paths had sort of crossed, but not really. They had a few little grudge matches for a second during the Intercontinental time, but pretty much Stone Cold was always facing was Bret Hart or somebody else, or even Vince McMahon's people, or The Rock. But that was perfect that he got Shawn Michaels at WrestleMania 14, and pretty much for the last time, which is unbelievable that they faced off that time, and that was the last time. I don't think. Can you actually think? I know that we're going way off where we started this topic, but can you think of a time that I don't think Stone Cold ever got in the ring with Shawn Michaels again after WrestleMania 14, right?
No, after that was it.
That's unbelievable to me. And honestly, those two guys are at the top of my list. Those are my two favorite wrestlers. I mean, maybe if you want to say entertainers or whatever you want to call it, sports entertainers, wrestlers, but Stone Cold is my favorite wrestler with Shawn Michaels in many ways. I mean, Bret Hart, of course, all these guys, but Stone Cold, as far as the whole package, like being able to wrestle, being able to entertain you, he is like Hogan, though. When you go back and watch some of the matches, you don't necessarily care about, you start watching the match and you realize this match didn't tear the house down. I'm not really interested in it. It's more of the story that led up to it. Mm-hmm. But you can go back and watch Shawn Michaels matches. It's weird. But Hogan's like that, too. He comes out, you're pumped up. I remember this WrestleMania 6 against the Warrior. Maybe that's a bad one because that match was all right. But where the hell did we start this whole conversation? I don't even remember what the hell we were talking about. Survivor Series.
Yeah, we're talking about the tournament, yeah.
Making Roman Reigns heel.
Roman Reigns heel. I think he goes and takes what Triple H told him on Monday Night Raw and kind of utilizes that. Triple H mentioned, do this for your daughter, do this for your family. If you want everything that's coming to you in life, become my man, join the authority, pretty much. So Roman Reigns is gonna think about that, and I think the best thing for him is to stab Dean Ambrose in the back, not literally, betray the friendship, break that trust, and Roman Reigns would be the most hated man in the WWE, and obviously you don't want to turn Dean Ambrose heel because he's universally loved by everybody. I can't see why you would cheer against Dean Ambrose.
I got the best idea, dude. I got it. You nailed it. You're getting there with me, JD. Dude, you're getting there with me. Because Roman Reigns isn't going to be like Seth, right? He's not going to be like, you see, Seth, I'm the best, John. Blah, blah, blah. No. Roman Reigns is going to be like, it's just business, brother. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just business, brother. That's what Reigns would say. Like, hey, man, I still love you, no doubt. But I got a family, and this is a business, and I'm the man. And I got to be the man. I've been told. You know what I mean? That kind of thing. And you know something? I got an even better swerve for you. This is a Vince Russo fucking swerve. Dean Ambrose is getting the better of him in the match. All of a sudden, fucking, it doesn't matter if he comes out and everyone knows it's him or if he does the old disguise type of deal. Vince McMahon comes out and helps Reigns win at Survivor Series against Dean Ambrose. Are you kidding me?
So then Vince McMahon, in your vision, would align himself with the Authority?
No, Vince McMahon would align himself with Roman Reigns, and Triple H wouldn't be happy because Triple H was like, what the hell are you doing? I didn't know you were going to do this. What are you doing, Vince? They could do some kind of thing like that, or maybe Triple H plays like, Vince can do whatever he wants. It's his deal. And he never answers to it, and he just makes matches going forward. But Vince is there. I don't know. Maybe Triple H. But the thing that I don't like about Triple H in this situation is Triple H cuts 90% of the promo for Reigns, and then Reigns just says, no, like whatever. It's like, who cares? Like, what is wrong with Reigns? He can't speak, so Triple H has to speak for him for like 90 minutes. And by the way, I said this on my Raw review. I don't know if you watched my Raw review, but why in the world should I believe? What is the problem with Reigns joining Triple H? What bad thing happens when Reigns joins Triple H? What does it mean? Is Triple H like a pedophile? So if Reigns joins Triple H, he's with a pedophile? I mean, when he joins Triple H, does he have to like wear pink or something? What happens when he joins Triple H? Why do I care? Why do I care that Reigns joins Triple H? I don't. When Vince McMahon told Stone Cold he can join him or he can do it the hard way or whatever he said back in the day, there was a reason for that. It was because he wanted him to wear a suit, not swear, not give the finger, not drink beer on TV. But with Reigns, with Triple H, what's the reason for Triple H to join him? There is no reason. There's no reason why. Seth Rollins is a douchebag. If anything, Roman Reigns already is joined with Triple H. So in my opinion, Roman Reigns with Triple H makes perfect sense. I'll give you the reasons. Roman Reigns does the breast cancer thing like Cena. Roman Reigns does half of their corporate advertising. Triple H is involved in all that corporate advertising and things. He does more of it than Seth Rollins does. What does Seth Rollins do with Triple H that's so bad? What, Triple H wants to keep Seth Rollins as the champion, right? But he doesn't because he puts him through all these challenges. So why does it matter that Triple H and Seth are together? What are they doing that's evil? They're not doing anything that's evil. They're just friends on camera, sort of. The whole thing makes no fucking sense whatsoever. There's no stakes to this. If Reigns joins Triple H, I don't give a shit. To me, he's more of a corporate champion than Seth is. So who cares? I won't join you, Triple H.
It's the story behind Roman Reigns getting close and getting close and getting close and always being fucking pulled back by something, That's the story. And Triple H is lending out his hand, be like, listen, come to the dark side. If you're under my guidance and under my tutelage, under the Authority, you will have everything that you want, including the WWE Championship. So, Roman Reigns going to struggle through getting there. He's going to be in the finals, but towards the end of that match, he's gonna say, "Fuck it, I'm gonna betray my best friend. I'm gonna do what I gotta do to get the title," and then they're gonna feud. And I see them feuding, going on into TLC, and then you build the Royal Rumble around Dean Ambrose, and you give Dean Ambrose the Daniel Bryan treatment in 2016. You have Dean Ambrose win the Royal Rumble.
So
2016.
Maybe it would have been Roman versus Seth at WrestleMania, not a triple threat, and maybe Dean steps in a Roman spot and Roman becomes a heel.
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, I get it. I just think
and
it's
then
a
you
little
do Dean
cheesy.
versus Roman at WrestleMania in the main event.
That would be cool. I don't know if that will happen, but man, I don't know. That'd be very interesting.
That's just my take on it. You know, before Seth Rollins got injured, you know, we were on here. I said, you know, maybe we should do the dual winner. You know,
Right.
But
Hello?
Hey.
Hey, what's up, Joe? I just wanted to know your opinion. You know how Rollins is out for 6 to 9 months? If WWE could put a Daniel Bryan versus Seth Rollins match at next year's SummerSlam for a #1 contendership at Night of Champions, whoever the champion is, I just wanted to know what is your guys' opinion on if they were to ever book it that way? Because both men never lost the title. They left the company due to injury, and their titles were vacated.
Right. Well, you go first, JD. I'm gonna fix something.
Daniel Bryan versus Seth Rollins. Man, I want Daniel Bryan back before SummerSlam. I don't know. I really don't know. You know, WWE's really making me second guess Daniel Bryan's involvement in anything right now. Until I see him on TV, I'm not going to really mention Daniel Bryan anymore. But I mentioned him in ways that they could utilize him to the best of his ability. Everybody's talking about he should have been in this tournament. Everybody's talking about he should be in the Rumble. I don't know. I doubt it, man. I don't know what WWE's doing. I think they're foolish for not using him.
I feel like WWE is going to book Daniel Bryan in the IC or US title picture. And I don't know, but I overheard Sami Zayn's going to come to the main roster soon. I don't know if it's a legit report or whatever, but if it does, regardless, Sami Zayn versus Daniel Bryan for the IC title would sound really good, in my opinion.
Yeah, I gotta believe that Sami Zayn is coming up soon. But, you know, I think we all think he's going to attack Owens, you know, at least in time for WrestleMania, if not before that.
Yeah.
You know, so I think you're right there. Good stuff, man.
And yeah, but I really want to see that Rollins versus Bryan match. It would make more sense because both guys vacated the title for the same reason, and we never seen Bryan versus Rollins in WWE TV.
Yeah, you got a good point. That would be kind of cool.
It would, because both of those guys could wrestle they could tear the house down.
Yeah, it'd be nice to see it. I'd love to see it. No
What's your money on?
My money on Daniel Bryan.
You think so?
No, I don't know. Versus who? Daniel Bryan versus who?
Seth Rollins.
Seth Rollins.
Well, it depends how hurt Daniel Bryan is. If he's coming back, see, I could see him come back, and beat Seth Rollins for the title, and that would be pretty cool. But shit, I don't know, man.
I just feel so bad because he's so young, and you know.
Right.
And that Phoenix Splash, I don't know. I think his knee's still gonna be kind of tweaking when he gets back. Like, I think he'll be like hesitant because he has to be mentally ready to come back in the ring. It's not just an injury, but it's also a mental part that plays a big role. Because I saw that spot that messed up his knee, and he does do the Phoenix Splash, and if he turns face, that should be his special.
Yeah, that'd be nice. I love that knee, man. John Cena, the only thing he ever sold good in his life, you almost feel like Daniel Bryan put a knife to his throat in the back and said, "You don't sell this shit. I'm gonna cut your thing off in the shower or something." I mean, I couldn't believe it. Cena sold the hell out of that thing. It was so good, man. So good. So many calls that we're missing right now. I'm sorry about that, but we just got a lot of calls. We got fucking people's phone.
Let's run through them, man.
I'm fucking up though. The video, I don't know why the video. It's all screwed up. It's not man. It's not letting me put you on the right way. It's putting people's fucking shit up on the air. It's like, oh, god damn it. I don't know what the problem is. Oh no, JD. Oh no, man. Never usually does that, but fucking.
What are you trying to fix? When they call that my picture goes away?
Yeah, and their number goes up there. I don't want that. I have no idea why it's doing that. 954, what's up? No, they hung up. They were like, my fucking number's on the air. 954, what's up?
Hi, what if, like, Triple H, he sacrificed Seth Rollins by getting him hurt, by putting him through all these matches, and then now he wants to sacrifice Reigns by getting Reigns hurt?
You think Triple H wants to get Reigns hurt?
Yeah, just like you got Seth Rollins hurt.
How did
Triple H got Seth Rollins hurt?
Yeah, I don't get it.
Like, he put him through, like, tons of matches and, like, just wear them down.
Dude, they all go through tons of matches. Like, they're all, like, touring, like, 300 days a year.
Oh, okay. And then what's with all the gay people from like?
Oh my God, what the hell was that? 757, what's up? You're on Out of Nowhere, episode 5.
Hey, what's up, guys? My name is Brandon. Reason why I'm calling is because this whole situation with Roman Reigns. I'm trying to figure out what is the WWE gonna do if he doesn't get over, even if he goes heel. Roman Reigns, he's had so many good matches this year in 2015, and the fans still, crap all over him.
Wait a minute. Let's go back to what you said. So many good matches. I need to know which ones these are because I remember about 2 maybe.
Okay. I think he did a really good job with Daniel Bryan at Fastlane. I mean, obviously Daniel Bryan's, a much greater wrestler than Roman Reigns, so you could say maybe he carried Roman Reigns, but I think he did well there. I think he did a good job with Brock Lesnar. I think they did a good job at the Fatal 4-Way. He had he made a halfway entertaining match with the Big Show at Extreme Rules with the Last Man Standing. And all the matches he's had with the Wyatts have been pretty good, including his last Hell in a Cell. I feel like he's been working.
I think you're right. No, I think his match with Wyatt was really good, and it was really good. And his match against Brock Lesnar was surprisingly good. And yeah, that Daniel Bryan one, I got to be honest, I don't remember how good it was or whatever, but I believe you. So that I would put that maybe third. Those are some really good examples. I would also give you this one too, because I know that I'm sometimes I'm a little bit down on Reigns, but I'll give you this one too. Him and Wyatt tore it up on the end of Raw that night. Remember when they kind of fought all over the place and went through the barricade?
Yeah.
That was one of Roman Reigns' best moments. I think that was when they went through the barricade, and then wasn't that the one where he speared Wyatt out of nowhere like a few minutes later?
Yeah.
On the table. Okay, that was really great.
It was that match. Yeah. So I'm just wondering though, but if they actually turn him heel like everybody wants, like what do they do if he still doesn't get over, even if he's still putting on quality matchups? Like what does the WWE do at that point? Because at that point,
you get the Shield back together.
Well, I don't seem to understand the question here. Like, what do you mean by Roman Reigns not getting over? If he goes heel, there's no point in getting him over. You want him to be hated.
No, I'm talking about getting over. I'm talking about
he doesn't work as a heel.
Over to the point that if you once you flip him back face, like
it still doesn't work.
Just like y'all did the example of the Rock earlier.
Yeah.
He had he had gained some momentum. He did a good job as a heel. He got out of that whole Rocky Maivia thing. They turned him heel. He got some momentum, and then he kind of went face for that small section before Survivor Series. Then they flipped him again, and he went heel again. But then when they finally turned him face, like it was he was a hot thing.
I'll tell you what the problem is.
If as a heel he doesn't. What happens if he doesn't do well enough? I guess as a heel. Once they try to flip him back face after that, they're still booing him like they boo Cena. So, like, what do they do? What do they do at that point, especially when they kind of want him to be the face of the company?
I'll tell you what the problem is right now, and I think it starts with scripting because here's what The Rock did. The Rock broke a tradition in the WWE. The Rock broke the mold of what was going on, and let me tell you what that was. Whenever the WWE gets up, and I don't know if I feel comfortable mixing in black and Samoan people together, but Rocky Maivia is both a black person, African American descent with Samoan. But whenever the WWE gets a minority-ish person or someone who's brown, I don't care if it's Samoan or black, they always it always seems like they treat them like a circus act as opposed to other people. Like, oh, he's gonna come in and do this fun thing where he does jingles the fucking da-da-da, and we'll put African colors on him because he's black, and we'll do these things. They get really stereotypical and then really goofy with them. More so, I feel, than anyone else. You can look at it even with the New Day. Vince wanted them to be all these preacher guys, right? But they kind of went in a little bit of a sort of a different direction, and people caught on to it because those guys were so charismatic. Just like The Rock. The Rock said, fuck this. I'm going to go out there and say whatever the hell I want because, and it was the Attitude Era, so he got to do that when the Maivia, pretty guy didn't work. They're known for doing this, putting these colorful blue. Look at what Rocky Maivia wore and what the New Day started to wear. It's the same kind of idea, and it all comes, I believe, from Vince McMahon, and that's why it's disturbing with Roman Reigns because Roman Reigns is more like a Diesel or somebody, and it didn't work back in the '90s. It kind of did work. Diesel was like cool, and people liked it a little bit for some reason, but nobody's buying what Reigns is doing with this. And if he doesn't step out and be able to cut some kind of promo, it's not going to work. Yep. But he might not be capable of that. So he just might be stuck unless the Shield's together or he's in a group where he can do that. So I think he's stuck and he's screwed. That's why I'm worried about even Apollo Crews. A guy like Apollo Crews can only go so far. Because again, they like this idea of a black guy smiling with some nice bright white teeth and talking about my dreams and my whatever it is, and then you get screwed. You know what I mean? That there's only so far you go if they don't let you go there. In my opinion, as an African American or a black or Samoan or whatever you name it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's my concern.
I totally get you.
I don't know what the fuck they do that for. I don't know why that happens. But it's the same thing as like a boring, any other wrestler. It doesn't matter what color they are. Like a Lance Storm, great technical wrestler. But,
fantastic.
But you don't go out there and cut a pro. They actually did a great thing with Lance Storm when they did the whole, let's be serious for a minute.
Serious for a moment?
Yeah. That was great. His personality was boring, and they did that. Genius. JD, what do you think? I've been talking all over everyone here.
Roman Reigns, listen, I don't even know why we're even discussing this right now, to be honest with you. I'm thinking logically here. I mean, one step at a time. You're going to have Roman Reigns turn heel. Let him be a heel. WWE needs to back off and stop babying him. I know Vince McMahon babies his promos and babies his segments. You got to let Roman Reigns come into his own. Let him play the heel character. They have absolutely nothing to lose right now. The ratings are at an all-time low. The shows have been fucking terrible. Let Roman Reigns run with it. You have absolutely nothing to lose. And then when WrestleMania season comes, we might be seeing a different Roman Reigns. We might be seeing somebody that, we're happy to see on TV every week and we're excited to see every week. That's all I know. But as far as him gaining momentum upon that face turn after you turn him heel, I'm not even thinking about that right now. I would love to see a new transformation of Roman Reigns right now and just keep it at that. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. I don't want to worry about him, turning back face if we're already discussing him turning heel at Survivor Series.
That's a good point.
I got you. Yeah, you guys made a lot of good points. Thanks for taking my question, Joe, JD. You guys are doing a great job. I'm really enjoying the show.
Hey, thanks, man. That was a great call. That was a good call.
Yep.
You really sparked my. You got me going. I don't know. It's not hard to get me going tonight, man. I'm hyped up.
Good.
What do you think? What are you feeling about the situation right now? Like, where are we going with this here?
I really don't know, man. That's just where I stand with the Roman Reigns Dean Ambrose thing. I'm very disappointed in the people they picked for the tournament. I'm disappointed that WWE. I know I didn't watch all of your Raw review. I'm not sure if you talked about it, but
right.
Tyler Breeze being booked to lose in a fucking tournament on his first match on Monday Night Raw. How did you fucking feel about that?
I felt like actually it wasn't as mad as I thought. I was a little confused because they were building this whole thing with Dolph. And all of a sudden, where did that go? And now he's losing in a tournament. Yeah, so I felt like, why not keep him away from this tournament? Unless it had to do with Dolph. I thought the only thing you could do is, I figured put Tyler Breeze in the tournament with Dolph, but they don't wrestle each other. Tyler Breeze interferes and screws Dolph and gets him eliminated. Then Tyler Breeze goes on, and then, then Tyler Breeze gets his match interfered by Dolph. So you easily move those two people on because Dolph and Breeze both interfered in each other's matches. So now they have a match against each other at Survivor Series.
I like what WWE did with this tournament, though. I did like that. I was a little confused that Ryback was fighting Kalisto in the first round. But if you read the spoilers on SmackDown, which I really don't fucking watch anyway, so I'm going to fucking blab it out here anyway, Kalisto actually beat Ryback.
Wow.
Kalisto actually advanced in this tournament.
Wow.
Beat Ryback. And he's going on to actually go one-on-one with Alberto Del Rio in the quarterfinals.
That's kind of unbelievable.
That's pretty. I like the way WWE.
I like that.
You know, I really didn't think about that, but WWE
That's
had,
great.
had a nice little plan there. That's gonna be a great match.
First of all, I like the idea. I almost like it if it was even more random and it wasn't Alberto next. But I think that it's a very interesting thing. Let's put the two guys up against each other, see who's more popular. That's one of their thoughts, but also just to get the two guys in there. But no, that's a random thing, but I like it because it's a tournament. It's supposed to be random. So Ryback versus Kalisto, it makes no damn sense. Good. It's a tournament. It's wrestling. It's not good guys, bad guys, this and all this other shit. It's a tournament. You don't know who's going to wrestle each other.
Yeah, and that's why I was surprised with Cesaro beating Sheamus. I'm like, fuck, I don't think WWE's going to give it to Cesaro, but they got him going against Roman Reigns, and that's even an interesting match to look forward to.
Yeah, you're going to see. I don't know, depending on where we are for that. Well, actually, is that the Survivor Series, or is that going to be?
I think they're going to be taking place on Monday Night Raw, which I don't know why. I would have the whole tournament take place at Survivor Series.
So by the time they get to Survivor Series now, though, how many matches are going to be at Survivor Series? 3?
Yeah, they're going to do the 2 semifinals and then the finals, which is stupid. You know, what did they do for the Deadly Games tournament? They did the whole Deadly Games tournament one night.
The whole damn thing was there. There was 14 fucking people. There was seven matches in the first round, right? I'm pretty sure I remember JR. In fact, I watched it the other day. I had it on the background as I did a bunch of shit, but I'm pretty sure I heard 14 competitors. I think. I'll pull the thing up, the bracket, but they did this at King of the Ring too. Remember? I was like, what's the point? They did a King of the Ring special, but they only had 3 matches left.
Yeah, they ruined the whole idea of the thing. It just devalues the tournament. If you're gonna have the semifinals and the finals, it's not a King of the Ring tournament. You know what would
be amazing, and this is crazy of the WWE to do, but let me tell you something that would excite the shit out of me. And I know it sounds crazy, but if you did a tournament, like the biggest tournament ever for the WWE Championship, and you had like 20 fucking people, like you had a crazy deal, and you said the whole thing was going to be, it was going to be a 5-hour long pay-per-view for the WWE Championship, and they just started the tournament, and for 5 hours, and whoever was there in the end, can you imagine the 2 guys left standing at the end of that? What kind of sort of fucking mindset the crowd would be in for the WWE title? 5 hours, 4.5 hours through, and whoever comes out on top, whether it's Cesaro and Reigns or Dean and Reigns or whoever. Imagine the value after watching this tournament for 4.5 hours. What type of value those fans would be placing on that championship match. I know that's crazy, and that even any time in history you wouldn't do 5 hours in a tournament, but I can't help but think what type of mindset, me and you, like we were all sitting here watching this tournament, especially if like Reigns got eliminated like midway through it and he didn't make it to the end. You didn't know what the hell was going to happen. Like, I don't know, maybe they could be terrible, but I think it could be also insanely interesting. But when you only start it when it's almost finished with the semifinals, I don't know. Maybe we'll get the same effect at Survivor Series, but I doubt it. Remember King of the Ring with Austin? How many matches was that? I mean, that night was amazing to watch Austin go through everyone. There was just something about
did he go through everyone on that night, or did they do just the semifinals and then the finals?
I don't remember.
I think there was just the semifinals and the finals on that.
Maybe it was, and that worked. So maybe I'm wrong then. If that worked, if that was the semifinals, then I'm wrong. But I know he had to go through 3 people. It was 3 matches. He got Mark Merrow, Jake Roberts. No, it was Mark Merrow. Oh, maybe it was because he beat Jake Roberts to win the King of the Ring. So I remember Mark Merrow and Jake Roberts. Did he get Owen Hart too, or somebody? We'd have to look that up.
I gotta look that up. I don't know. I know it was Mark Merrow definitely, and then Jake Roberts in the finals. I don't know who the first round was. I'm gonna say either Owen Hart or.
And I know what it was. Owen Hart was on commentary. That's why I keep thinking Owen Hart. I think Owen Hart was on commentary.
I can't figure it out. I mean, you could easily look that up. But the 1993 King of the Ring, dude, that's the fucking end all be all of King of the Ring. You had the struggle, and I talk about this all the time, and I love that pay-per-view. The struggle of Bret Hart fucking went through Razor Ramon in the first match. Razor Ramon injured his hand. Bret Hart comes out all banged up to fight Mr. Perfect in the second match. They have a fucking absolutely amazing match together. Mr. Perfect is exposing all the injuries that Bret Hart suffered at the hands of Razor Ramon in the first match. And then, you know, Bret Hart comes out with taped legs and fucking taped fingers for Bam Bam Bigelow. And he's got to fight fucking a 400-pound guy to win the King of the Ring. And then he gets the shit kicked out of him by Jerry the King Lawler at the end of the show. You know? It was just a great overall night, and that's what WWE should do for this tournament, and just give us one night of just, you know, crowning a new champion. Why do we have to rush through everything? You know, that's stupid.
Now, it was the 96 King of the Ring, by the way. I think I said 97. I think Stone Cold won the 96 one. I might be crazy, but I
think it was the 96.
Shit, I can't believe that. I thought it was 97, but you're right. It is 96. And I remember even as a kid not like thinking, this guy's an asshole to people. Why is he so mean to people? What's going on here? But I never thought like, oh, he's the heel. Like even in '96, I was like, but when I started to I didn't start to like him fully yet. I just kind of like thought this guy's really interesting. But then when I watched him in that King of the Ring match, that's when I was like, I don't know why I like this guy. He's supposed to be he's kind of an asshole, but I like this guy, and I couldn't figure out why. As a whatever old I was, 12-year-old, I don't know. It was very interesting. How that happened, and it wasn't Bret Hart, at WrestleMania at 13. It was before that. It was that King of the Ring tournament that made me start to love Austin, and that's amazing. You know, I mean, you flipped it because I a lot of people like to say they were with Austin the whole time or whatever. No, when he was telling Todd Pettengill he was going to break his neck on Livewire in the morning, I didn't think that was. I thought he was an ass. Like, and he was kind of scary at that time. He was like a serial killer. Like, I mean, he was like really a dickhead.
Yeah.
I mean, and so like, I thought, man, this guy's an asshole. Okay, so the King of the Ring started with Stone Cold versus Savio Vega. Then Mark Mero and Stone Cold. Then Jake Roberts.
Savio Vega, that's right, yeah.
So he had 3 matches. 1, 2, 3, 4. He had 4 1, 2, 3, 3 matches. Beat Vega, beat Mero, had to go to the hospital, came back to wrestle Jake the Snake Roberts, all in one night. So, bam, you got it right there. You can have all those qualifying matches beforehand. But 2, 4, 6, 8, you can have 8 competitors that night.
Who did Jake go through? He went through Vader.
Jake the Snake Roberts beat
I know Vader was his semifinal. And that's when he got injured because Vader did the Vader splash on him.
Shane Douglas.
Oh, wow.
I didn't even remember that. And Bam Bam Bigelow beat Triple H. And who the hell else was in this thing? Ahmed Johnson, I think, was in it.
Didn't Ahmed Johnson fight Goldust at that pay-per-view?
Yeah, he had a feud with Goldust. Yeah, that's right. Goldust was trying to touch his pecker. So, yeah, it was Goldust. It was Goldust versus Johnson, and then and so then Stone Cold would have had to face Johnson then, though, or somebody, and then where's Mark Mero then?
I have no idea.
I don't remember if they actually I don't know. I'm so confused. Somebody in the chat let us know. I'm confused. No, because Stone Cold wrestled Mark Mero. We know that because he busted his lip open. It was he did that hot shot off the rope. It was a bunch of spots in that. So I don't know where I'm getting. I'm not.
I'm thinking about it now. I fucking played the video game. I don't know why I don't remember this right now. I must be fucking exhausted. That all happened at the pay-per-view. Yep.
I should look it up.
The Savio Vega match didn't happen at the pay-per-view.
Okay. Well, fuck it. We just confused. Anybody who's not as old as us is like, what the hell's going on? And anybody else older than us is probably screaming at us that it was this way, it was that way. He got it. Rick Rude's best man never win the WWF title. Val Venus, he goes to Mars. All right, what are people saying? Maybe people told us what the hell's going on. Guys, click the like button if you can right now. We're live. It's Out of Nowhere, episode number 5. JD from New York. If you haven't checked out JD, you got to go check out his channel. Over 30,000 subscribers. Thank you guys for getting me to 20,000 subscribers.
I've just seen that. Holy shit. 20,164 I'm looking at right now.
We're destroying right now, man. We're going to get up between us to be 60,000 between us. It's pretty crazy.
I gained 111 subs today. Thank you to everybody that subbed today.
Damn, man. I don't know what's going on, too, JD. You know something? I usually gain like 50 a week. I've been gaining 100 in 3 days every. You're right. We're doing really well, man.
Trucking along, man.
We're passing back and forth. I think if me and you could just go to YouTube and combine our subs, then we could get that gold. We'll split that gold button or whatever the hell they give you. We got more calls rolling in. I'm going to open up the phone lines again. 339-226-6610. Anything you want to talk about. Also have a big announcement next week. Join me and special guest Jim Cornette. That's right, James E. Cornette right here on the Joe Cronin Show. It's going to be a lot of fun. And we're going to take your calls and then get wet and wild. 813. What's up?
Hey, it's Bruce. Again, I contacted you about a month ago during the lead up to Hell in a Cell. So I just wanted to ask you and JD, what do you guys think what would have worked if they were to go with the idea of trying to make Dean Ambrose the heel, joining up with the Authority and kind of doing a flip on this instead of having Roman Reigns?
It's not going to have the same effect.
Yeah.
It's not going to have the same effect. If Dean Ambrose attacks Roman Reigns and tries to turn heel, they're going to end up cheering him, and it's going to have a reverse effect on everything.
Yeah.
Believe me. Roman Reigns becoming the heel, he's already not liked. He's already, the fans are already disgusted by him because he's shoved down everybody's throat by WWE all year and going into the Royal Rumble of this year. If he becomes heel, people are just going to automatically hate him. If you do it with Dean Ambrose, people are going to cheer him because they don't like Roman Reigns already.
Yeah, I guess I understand what you're saying. Then it's going to take their whole idea of trying to make him the actual face of the company and taking everything they're working on and throw it down the toilet altogether.
Yeah, and it's going to seem more forced. It's going to seem more, seem more like the WWE's shoving Roman Reigns down our throats even further. Nobody wants that. So I think Roman Reigns is the ideal heel here to take Seth Rollins' spot.
Absolutely.
And then when Seth Rollins comes back, he's going to be a massive babyface anyway. So.
Well, let me throw this at you guys and let me know what you think. My idea about Dean Ambrose being the heel would be in a sense where you keep him being the same type of character, a raw talent, like how he was with Bray Wyatt in 2014, and they flip it with the heel attitude, and he becomes real close with Triple H, kind of like Seth Rollins, but even more, and they use it to build off of the idea of Triple H facing Seth Rollins because they've mentioned that, and go ahead and have like Triple H saying, see, Dean Ambrose is a guy that I honor and respect a lot more than Seth Rollins because he doesn't have to moan and groan and have to come to me crying like a little bitch to get to be the man of this company. I don't have to carry his balls. He carries his own, and he carries his own weight. And he reminds me a lot like Triple H. And that's what I see in Dean Ambrose as a heel. I see him kind of like the perfect heel, but like you said, JD, you're right about that. Now that you bring it up, it would totally destroy everything that they are trying to work on and making Roman Reigns the face of their company. So I understand that, but my idea about Dean Ambrose being the heel would also work too. But as you said, it wouldn't help their factor and what their plans are.
Yeah, man, good call. I mean, I don't know. I don't think I can. I don't want to see Dean as that. I feel Dean is good as a heel if he's a rogue heel, like he's by himself.
Yeah.
Something about Dean together with like Triple H, it doesn't.
It doesn't fit his personality at all. You're exact. Yeah.
It's weird. They are so gorgeous. They'll set you free.
Love that theme song.
Or just my stare that makes you freeze when I appear.
Fucking right, baby. Tyler Breeze. He's the new Shawn Michaels, and I love Shawn Michaels. You can damn bet your ass that I love me some Shawn Michaels.
Did you watch the new Breaking Ground on this week's?
I watched episode 1 and 2. I haven't seen 3 yet. If that's what you're talking about.
Yeah. There was a segment on this week's show. I won't mention anything because I don't want to spoil anything for you. But there was a segment where Jason Jordan of the tag team down there in NXT with Gable.
Yeah.
Jordan was in the gorilla position, making fun of Tyler Breeze, asking him if he had any amateur background. He's like, dude, you're not even wearing wrestling boots. Like, what the fuck are you dressed in? Like, look at you. and I don't know if he was fucking just trolling him or if he was being serious, but I mean, Tyler Breeze is one of the best wrestlers on the fucking roster. Period.
Yeah, Tyler Breeze has been killing it in NXT. He's one of the best wrestlers. He worked really hard at it. He's got my attention. He's also got.
He was going to be released. He comes out on that on episode 3. You actually get a real life glimpse into who he is. He's not in gimmick or anything. He's just regular. You know who he is. He was going to be released. He had to reinvent himself, and this is what he came up with.
Right. Well, hey, it's awesome, dude. This is what works. This is the type of gimmick you like. You know what? And I said that this is something I said a month ago. I said when he comes up to the main roster, what he's doing in NXT is going to be actually going to work on the main roster, as opposed to Adam Rose or Believe. Like I believed that what he is doing, because he's doing it so well, is going to work on the main roster. Now, in NXT, he's over with the crowd. People are cheering for him because they care. That's how you know a guy has made it, when they're cheering for you. He's got his character down. Now, whether that's going to translate to the main roster or not, it's going to be different. The good news for Tyler Breeze is he is completely over as a heel on the main roster, because 20 to 30% of the crowd that knows him from NXT are cheering for him and like him. But the louder portion of the crowd has taken over to boo him. And I'm talking about like the fans who don't watch NXT that much. Or there's a lot of gay bashing, dude. We haven't seen something like this since Shawn Michaels. When Shawn Michaels wore the mirrors and the fucking limousine cap and everything, people were just visceral, like, what a fag, and we hate him, and what a scumbag faggot, and all this stuff about gay people. And as a kid, I didn't like that, because I like Shawn Michaels. I knew he wasn't gay. He just looked cool. And even if he was, who gives a shit, you know? But Tyler Breeze isn't gay. He's playing a character. And
he's a male model.
But some of the hatred for him is visceral. Like, it's actually like people like don't like that he's dressed like this.
So then I guess Rick Martel was gay too when he came out, right? Spraying the fucking perfume everywhere and fucking coming out dressed in pink.
Right.
He was gay too, but when he got in the ring, he was fucking serious.
And that's what he's like. He's a hybrid of Martel, Shawn Michaels, and maybe you could say, people always say John Morrison, because he's kind of small, like smaller than Shawn, and wears those big puffy things like John Morrison did. But you know something? When John Morrison started in the WWE, he was god-awful. I hated him. I thought he was garbage. And then he got better and better and better. And
now everybody's raving about him, right? Everybody's like fucking Johnny Mundo, right?
Yeah, Johnny Mundo's tearing it up now. It's amazing how good. It's almost like he was there, but when he wasn't ready. Just like Tyler said that he's improved a lot. But what Tyler does is a little more stiffer, I feel like, than what John Morrison did when he was first in WWE. He was like a paperweight.
Yeah.
When it didn't look like he was getting hit. He just flim-flammed around and didn't do anything. But, you know, Shawn Michaels would get closed out of the ring and roll down the fucking ring. He looked like he was getting tooled all over the place.
I like that tag team, though, of Morrison and
The Miz.
And Nitro.
Johnny Nitro.
Johnny Nitro. And who else was that? What was his name? Joey Mercury?
Joey Mercury.
Eminem. They were fucking awesome.
What happened to Mercury? Didn't he get like a concussion and he went crazy, or he cut himself, or something crazy happened with him?
It was It was with Seth Rollins, J&J Security.
Oh, that's right. Not Joey Mercury then. Somebody else is who I was thinking of. Who the hell was I thinking of? Not Joey Mercury. I don't fucking remember, but it wasn't it wasn't Mercury. I don't know who it was. But no, I was thinking he was good with The Miz too when they did a whole tag team together.
Yeah, that was good too.
They were entertaining at least as personalities, and then that went away real quick. And then The Miz never recovered after that, as far as I'm concerned.
I think I'm cute. I know I'm sexy. I got the looks that drives the girls wild.
I got a question for you, man.
Yeah.
Which theme song do you like better? HBK singing it or Sensational Sherry singing it?
As a kid, I was obsessed with the Sensational Sherry version because it was rare. By the time it got to WrestleMania 8, and I was 8 years old, it was rare to find it. So I actually took a tape recorder and recorded the Sherry version from WrestleMania 7, the entrance from WrestleMania 7, and I would play it over and over again. And I would fucking dance around the room like I was like a homo. And I'm willing to admit this. I have videotape of this, and someday I might even put it up here and embarrass myself. I got video of me dancing around like Shawn Michaels when I was 7, wearing Bret Hart's shades. which is the weirdest thing. Yeah.
I love that stuff. I think she does it the best.
I loved hers. Yeah, no, I did. Actually, there was a lot of time when I loved hers more, and then I started to like Sean's more. But when I was like 9, 10, and 11, I liked hers better. And I remember thinking like his was more boring, and hers was like, damn, like, yeah. Oh God, man.
And it just fit the time frame when Shawn Michaels came out with the fucking gold outfits and the stunning white outfits, and he's wearing that fucking white Intercontinental title.
Yeah,
and she's singing the song, man. I'm like, I'll admit, when I seen that as a little kid, I'm like, I want to fucking be this guy, man.
Yeah, I know people were like he's gay and stuff, but no, I was like, no, dude,
I want to be him, man.
Fuck, I'm gay then too because I want to. Yeah, dude, I want to be this dude. Holy shit. I wanted to, no doubt, man. I was right there with you. I wanted to be Shawn Michaels. And we're talking about, like, WrestleMania 8. I mean, I absolutely loved him. I can't tell you how much I loved him, man. And I've got the videos, the photos to prove it. Walking around. Oh, God. I love those. Wait, she came out with the friggin' heart mirror?
Yeah.
Remember that? I got to look up a photo of that. I wonder if there's a photo of that online.
That's the mirror that actually got smashed over her head.
And I don't think it's on here. I mean, I know I could go on the WWE network and find WrestleMania or whatever the event was. You know, they had it a couple times, but not quite squash people, but people kind of put up a fight against her and have a little bit of a match, but then she beats their ass. But I'm curious to see what happens when we get her versus, like, Sasha Banks or Bayley or somebody like that. I don't think anybody on the NXT roster, I don't care to see her because I feel like she should beat everyone. Maybe even Bayley. You know what I mean? She'll be close with Bayley's the one you want to see her wrestle because
I don't think she's at that point yet, man. There's rumors going around that Eva Marie's going to get a fucking title shot.
Oh, yeah. I mean, once Vince McMahon gets a hard-on for you, you're getting a push, bro. And that goes back to comments made by people like, people who were in the WWE before. Who were around Vince, and they said, damn, look at Sable. Yeah, fucking bam. And then they put her right up there. You know, we're putting her on T. We're going because she gave us an erection.
Do you think that WWE is being hypocritical because you know how they're treating Kevin Owens with his weight problem, and then they bring her in, you know, and they're always like looking for a hot diva, and they bring her in and give her a huge push just because of her heritage? Do you think it's a little hypocritical?
I think WWE is full of hypocritical stuff. They're full of I don't think this is the case here for the most part. I think she's a big attraction because she looks different. She's amazing to look at compared to everybody else looks the same. But yeah, obviously she has an in with her family, you know, being in the business, but no, they're a double standard. WWE is full of double standards. Why do you think CM Punk was always so pissed off? Because when you say you can't do this, but then they go do it. You know what I mean? That's what WWE is just, they always do it.
Yeah, I just thought it was weird, like her vignettes, they only showed her face and then she debuts and she was the complete opposite of what you expected.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it was ruined for me because I already knew what she looked like, but yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's
just kind of weird to me how they did that whole thing, especially when Kevin Owens gets shit for his weight.
Well, what do you mean? I guess I'm confused with that. Like, she's a big girl. She's wrestling. Kevin Owens is kind of big. He's wrestling. What's the deal?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, they got girls that can wrestle, but they don't push her. You know, they don't push them, and then they bring in this chick, and they give her a huge push just off her debut. And she doesn't fit into that cookie-cutter mold of a diva what they're trying to push right now.
Well, they push Asuka.
You gotta understand. This isn't WWE. This is NXT. This is Triple H's pet project. So he's gonna pick and choose and push who he wants. You know, we don't know how this is going to transpire when it's on the main roster. You know, WWE. Joe made a video about fucking Vince McMahon possibly being discriminatory against fucking Sasha Banks. What the fuck's going on with that?
Right.
You know. Yeah. You know, look at how great she did in NXT, and now she's on the back burner. Why? Because Triple H is taking that and running with it, and Vince McMahon has nothing to do with it. So he's like, "Fuck that, I want it."
Right.
It's just crazy to me. It just kind of bugged me.
Well, man, thanks for the call. Good stuff. That was another good call. I think you got a good point. But, I mean, I think, they push Asuka. Asuka's pushed, and she's just, obviously she's got a background in wrestling, and she's pushed. So, I mean, I think they push everybody now. I think everybody's supposed to be a big deal when they debut on NXT. Pretty much everyone's a big deal now. I don't see much difference between Jax and anybody else who's been debuting.
Nia Jax is getting a push because she is, she was a plus size model. She's got the look, and that's her background, and she's related to The Rock. That's why she's getting a push.
Oh yeah, someone's gonna make fun of me because I said Nia, not Nia. All right, so I got to add somebody. What's going on here? I'm trying to add you. You got to add me as your friend if you want to call in on Skype, just to let you know. It's Danny Deadly on Skype. I don't use the Joe Cronin show because it gets flooded. All right, here we go. 954, what's up? Oh, we lost him. What the fuck is going on? Guys, in the description box below, if you want to donate to the show, I haven't heard anything tonight. I'm surprised. We've been turning it up so much, no one's going. Let me know if the donation button's broken. I heard somebody else mention that.
Yeah, so I've seen a few people mention it was broken.
That it's broken. Okay. Yeah, you know what? I think it's got something to do with Twitch alerts then, because Twitch alerts is might be down or something. Go figure. They go down when we go live. Couple of guys working could use a couple extra bucks to to buy cocaine, and they won't even let this damn thing work. I don't get it. Something's wrong with Twitch alerts. I don't know what to tell you. People are pissed. Somebody just emailed me and said, what the fuck, why isn't it working? I mean, dude, nobody could be any more madder than we are. We're goddamn starving. Oh boy. Well, what do you think about Cornette coming on the show? What should I ask him?
I don't know, man. If I were you, I'd pick his brain. Ask him about days of old and how he felt about certain situations, and I'm sure you'll do good. You did fucking awesome with the Vince Russo.
I think that people saying I can't process payment right now. Try again later. That's what it's saying. Interesting. Well, it's in the description box below. If you want to try it, keep trying it. Donate $5 to become a shit bum. And trying to think of some other way to get people involved with that if they could, but they can't comment. So if they
PayPal is busted. I streamed earlier for a couple of hours on Black Ops 3. I didn't get any donations, so it must have been down all day.
You know what? Yeah, Twitch alerts is down all day then. If you do, oh shit, you know what? If you want to donate, go to joecronshow. Well, no, you can't because that's my link is there is Twitch alerts too. Fuck it, I don't know. We'll have to wait. We got screwed, JD. We got screwed.
It's all right, man. This week's for the fans.
This week's on us. It's on us anyway, Oh boy. All right, let me go check out the news. Let's see what's going on here. By the way, Jaron, if you didn't see Jaron's new video, one of the guys, Jaron, Small Afro Games, he goes around his school asking chicks out, and it's pretty funny because. Oh God, I should just play it. We should, because sometimes you gotta sort of step away from wrestling for a second, and kind of like laugh about something else real quick. And that's what I planned to do until I couldn't find the video.
Oh my God, man! Look at us. This fucking major backstage updates on John Cena versus Roman Reigns at WrestleMania 32.
I'll kill myself. I will kill myself. I swear to God, I will kill myself.
There is no word on whether or not Reigns will be a face or a heel by that time. If this is the route WWE is headed for, both with Cena and Reigns at the biggest show of the year, next week's Survivor Series pay-per-view could be a pivotal, event to building towards that WrestleMania matchup.
Bro, I will kill myself. In the words of Vince Russo. Wool Hat Demon, what's up, man? I haven't heard from you in a while. How you been?
Just doing my thing here and got back from work.
Damn.
I got a perfect question for Jim Cornette you can ask.
For what? Oh, for Cornette? Yeah, what do you want me to ask him?
Fuck, marry, kill. Jim Herd, Vince Russo, Kevin Dunn.
I think he's been asked that before.
I don't remember. I couldn't remember if he was asked or not. That's why I thought it was a good idea. So.
Right. Well, I don't know if he has, but I will. I'll try to remember that and I'll ask him. So, but
yeah,
I think
but
he
anyway,
has.
I still got this feeling that Sheamus is going to cash in the Money in the Bank at Survivor Series, and I can see you two just throwing furniture all around. Like, God damn, that's Sheamus and all.
Yeah. Well, it depends. Like, it'd be funny if Reigns won the title and then Sheamus cashed in, but.
Yeah, I think that's going to be the case, in my opinion.
No, I think they want to keep that title away from him until he wins it like it's the next coming of Christ or something. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's going to be, I don't know, man. I'll tell you what. It's probably going to be bad. I don't know what's going to happen, but it's probably going to be bad. I got to believe. But who knows? This is going to change everything because of Seth Rollins being out. So there is a weird interest that I have. And if things don't really change much at Survivor Series, I'll be surprised and probably disappointed too because, but do they really want to, they got to go in a different direction. They got to figure something out. We're seeing a reset here and man, where are they going to go? Seth Rollins has been champion for so long now. Who's going to be the new champion? It's been a long time. It's been what, 8 months? I don't know. March, April, May, June, July. August, September, October, November, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 months. It's been about 9 months.
I'm still holding the bile in with that thought.
Okay. Who do you want to be champion?
Well, in my personal opinion, there's nobody that's any good on this one, but
yep.
I'd love to see Dean Ambrose win, but it's going to be either Reigns and then Sheamus is going to come in and cash in his Money in the Bank. I just got that feeling.
Well, I just think that we have a lot of good mid-card people. Like, we have such a great mid-card right now. Tons of talent that could be mid-card, but none of the chemicals and all the things none of the stars are aligning to make a couple of guys mega stars. You know what I mean? Like, it's like impossible to create a Macho Man or Hogan or Cena or Austin or Shawn Michaels or whatever. You can't, it's just not working right now. Nobody is stepping into that realm, except for Daniel Bryan, kind of. But nobody else is doing that. No one's stepping into that realm, so we just have a bunch of mid-carders, and that's why all of us don't know who we want to be champion. Because it's like, who we want to be champion? Oh, Roman Reigns? Oh, God. You want Cena again? Oh, God. Oh, Dean Ambrose? I guess that would be kind of cool, but it's nobody is really, I mean, like, I don't know. But I would only get behind, like, someone who I like as a wrestler, like Finn Balor. I would really I don't know why I would be really interested in him winning, but I can't see anybody. It sucks, man.
They talk about like getting the brass ring, it's like, it's not the fact that they have to double up their efforts to get the brass ring. It's who they allow to get the brass ring. It's not whether they want to get the brass ring. It's whether the company itself is allowing the workers to get the brass ring.
I think it's got to be a little bit of both. The company has to let them do it to get the brass ring, but the guys also got to reach for it. They got to stick their hand up Vince's ass and pull it out of his ass. That's what they got to do. Oh, I cut him as he said, I think. I don't know what he was... I don't know what he was thinking, but I'm sorry. You're out of time. Fuck it. I love you, Will Hat Demon, even though you donated probably tons of money to the show. We should have let you on, but fuck it. The donations aren't working anyway. I'm pissed. So Will Hat, you were cut. Neil, I got to add you on Skype, bro. Neil, you got to add me on Skype. I can put you on, but you got to add that shit. 973, what's up? We're running through the lightning round here. 973, what's up?
Man, isn't it time to give Dolph Ziggler the freaking ring and run with it, man? Like, it hasn't been through enough. Just make him the champion already.
He's been posting some crazy-ass tweets. He's pissed. What do you think about Dolph Ziggler, JD? My opinion, he's dead because...
Yeah, Dolph Ziggler's dead. He came out in an interview a couple weeks ago, said that wrestling, the aspect of wrestling is the least important part of the WWE. That's all you got to fucking realize. Just vision in on that. That's it. Yeah. Wrestling is the least important aspect of the WWE.
But
what does Dolph Ziggler do best?
Yeah.
Wrestle.
Yeah.
He's dead.
But they've been focusing a lot on wrestling recently a little bit more. But I feel like it's the characters that we're not getting either. It's not just that. I feel like they're adding a little bit more with the wrestling. But
there's no mid card. There's no top heel.
There's a big mid card. It's just they're not booked.
Yeah, they don't do nothing with them.
They're all booked wrong. You're right. And Dolph isn't able to cross over with his personality. So, oh, God, it's so bad. Everything just doesn't line up right. None of it lines up right. It's the weirdest fucking thing ever. Neil, what's up?
Hey, I just wanted to ask you, what do you think about the whole Tyler Breeze situation right now?
The what situation?
The Tyler Breeze situation, in which he's basically just taking losses left and right.
Did you say Tyler Breeze situation? You're breaking up.
Yeah, Tyler Breeze.
With Dolph Ziggler? I like it.
No, with the Ambrose during the whole championship matches thing.
With him losing? With Tyler Breeze losing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm just happy he's on the main roster. You know, he lost to Dean, but at least he got put in a spot. I mean, I think they could have left him off the damn thing and it would have been better, but, you know, oh, well. I mean, there was no need for him to lose to Dean in that tournament. There could have been plenty of other people there. I'm sure he looks at it as an opportunity, so it's all good. So maybe we're overthinking it. It's just a tournament thing, but, you know, I mean, we got to remember, too, this is one of his first times up around the main roster. Just because you lose doesn't mean you're buried. You know, Triple H was buried for a fucking year in the WWE, and he came out on top, too. You know, sometimes you lose, and whatever. I don't mind it, you know. What do you think, JD?
I mean, listen, I love Tyler Breeze. I mean, I'm not overly concerned about it. It just makes me scratch my head. Like, why would you give him his first loss in a situation like that? Normally, 99.9% of the time, someone makes their main roster debut in the ring, they're supposed to win.
Right.
You know, you don't want to have him lose, but you know, hopefully they got bigger things in store for him.
I would say that at least it seems like, I mean, he got over on Dolph, you know, right when he showed up. You know, he got the better of him and that type of thing. So he did, you know, he got that. But you're right. On Raw, his debut on Raw, that's the bigger show. Yeah, it is interesting that he lost, unfortunately. But, shit happens.
I'm not going to lose sleep over it.
Yeah, he'll be okay. At least he's up here. Every time Dixie Carter makes an announcement in TNA, I just feel like it was a waste of time. Like, it's always like, oh, what's
TNA? What is that?
Yeah, right. Well, I'm always like, oh, what's this big announcement going to be? And then it's just like, oh, we're going on tour in India. The fuck? The company's in shambles, and your announcement is you're going on tour in India.
With the Great Khali.
Really?
Yeah, he was there as a spokesperson.
Oh, God. Just what do you get? Just take TNA to India. Dong, 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 dong.
Bury them out there in the fucking jungles of
I'm going to be the new champion. Get out of my ring or I'll slap your bitch face. Bish. Hey, JD. Don't be a bish. You want to be a bish? Bish? So the Spanish girl's talking. Don't be a bish? Don't be a bish. I'll slap your bish-ass face. Man. Monday Night Raw. We got a ways to go before Survivor Series, don't we?
Yeah, we got another week.
Isn't it more than that, or is it it's just 1 week? It's November 22nd, isn't it?
Yep. We got today's the 11th. And then we got one more week. It's next Sunday.
The day my dad died, November 22nd. I'm going to kill myself in Survivor Series. There's going to be something else that dies on the 22nd.
Wow. What a coincidence.
What?
I said, what a coincidence.
It is right? That date always sticks out to me. Obviously, when something like that happens, you can never...
you're never going to forget that.
It's like when you see your birthday everywhere. I see November 22nd everywhere. I bet you if you looked up... But for some reason, it has like... If you look up November 22nd, like tons of shit have happened on that date for some reason. I'm like,
you want to know a fucked up story? My grandfather passed away last year on February 3rd.
Right.
He's on my mom's side of the family. My dad's mom, my grandma on his side of the family, passed away 15 years ago. I think it was 15 or 20 years ago. I forgot. I was in 6th grade. That's all I remember. But she passed away on February 3rd.
Wow.
Yeah. Both my grandma and my grandpa passed away on February 3rd.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Everybody tells me, oh yeah, that it was, my family has problems like internally, like each side of the family doesn't really like each other or they don't care for each other too well.
Yeah.
But my grandpa on my mom's side and my grandma on my dad's side, they loved each other.
Yeah.
They were always cordial with each other, and it's just a coincidence that they both passed away on February 3rd.
Wow, that's really cool. I mean, it's not cool, but it's interesting. It's almost like they went, you know what I mean? It was I don't know, some kind of meaning or something, or just whatever, you know, whatever it was. I don't know. That's crazy. It's not cool, but Jesus. Nobody died on the same day as my dad that I know of. Probably, I don't know. Maybe I'll die on November 22nd. I'll kill myself this Survivor Series live. That meeting. Your friend Cake. How you doing?
Hey Joe, what's up? It's Jamie from Jamie's Sideline Podcast. What's up?
Hey Jamie, how you doing tonight, man?
Good. I wanted to talk a little bit about the Divas. Obviously, we've seen this phony, or what we all consider phony Divas revolution. But now that we see these new girls up in NXT who are really performing, like Asuka and Nia Jax and stuff, how do you feel like they're going to be brought up, or is it just going to be the same watered down crap as the rest of them?
Well, I mean, I don't know why you wouldn't think it's going to be the same thing, because Sasha Banks is the best diva there is. So I mean,
because by then hopefully we get to see Triple H get his hand more into the company, so maybe he'll convince Vince to do something with them.
In my opinion, obviously I think the best women wrestlers are on the main roster right now with Sasha and Charlotte and Becky Lynch.
But they're not
They're what?
doing crap with them. That's the thing.
Yeah, but they're not going to do that.
Shit with them.
Yeah, they're not going to do anything with them on the main roster. They're not going to do the right stuff on the main roster. It's true.
You know, they might as well just go back down.
They're right. They should, because that's what's going to happen, though. You know what I mean? Paige was amazing in NXT. She comes up to the main roster. She's kind of generic. Paige is the best one out of, before the girls came up. Paige was still the best one, but Paige has kind of had her balls chopped off a little bit, and Sasha Banks comes up. She's had her nuts chopped off. Charlotte's come up. She's kind of had her nuts chopped off a little bit too, but she's gotten the most time.
See, I know it was a while ago. I don't know if anybody remembers this, but remember when Triple H actually mentioned something that someone tweeted on Twitter, and they're like, well, we listen to our fans here in WWE, and it was like a whole promo thing. I'm like, if you would listen to your fans, you would realize that you're not doing anything with the Divas, and you can get your acts right with the Divas, because nobody wants to see the Divas unless it's for a daily yanking session. So,
well, I mean, I still like seeing them on the main roster, because I'm like, man, there they are. They were so good in NXT. What the hell happened? But yeah, they're being booked like shit, dude. Sasha Banks and Bayley had the best match of the year, in my opinion, at NXT TakeOver, like one of the best matches of the year. And yeah, now that they're on the main roster, it's not going as well. So, and it's not because of them. Now we know it's because of WWE now.
In NXT, they're there to wrestle. In WWE, they're there to be sex appeal. That's why when every one of the new divas dreams of going to the main roster, I'm like, well, you shouldn't do that, because if you do, they're not going to use you, and you're not going to be as talented as you were down in NXT, because man doesn't know how to book a divas match worth of shit.
Yeah, I mean, hey, it's right now. It's hard to argue with that. I mean, I think they have booked them a little bit better, but I think that I think we're still gonna see something better coming up soon. But we'll see what happens, man. But thank you, Jamie. I let you go. You're fading out there. I don't know what happened, but what do you think about all that, JD? You want to see it? You want to get going? You want to talk dirty? I think my point is to stress that Sasha Banks, Bayley, and all these girls were tearing it up on NXT. They come to the main roster, it's a different story. There's no reason to think when Asuka and one of those other girls comes up to the main roster, if she even ever did, that it's not going to be any different. Asuka's not, the girls that are on NXT right now are not better than Paige and Sasha Banks.
Because it's always about what Vince McMahon wants, man. And when Total Divas is fucking canceled off the E! Network, then maybe we'll start seeing some change in the Divas division. Because realistically, you got to look at it this way, that Vince McMahon and Kevin Dunn are not going to push any other divas to be far and away better than who's featured on that show.
Right.
And God forbid we see Charlotte, Becky, and Sasha Banks on Total Divas.
Oh God, yeah. I absolutely hate it. You know what? I'm starting to get really pissed off about Sasha. Somebody said something about Sasha Banks today, that she wrote something or tweeted something.
Did she?
And I don't know. I haven't seen it.
I don't have any reports on that.
People are saying that she tweeted something or did something crazy, and now she's screwed because of it.
She probably fucking deleted the tweet now.
Yeah, it says fuck, I don't know, man. I don't know. Some guy did a rant on it though. This guy did a friggin' rant wearing a goddamn squirrel outfit. You know, a while back I was gonna do something like this, dude, and I was gonna put a mask on and then just go off on WWE and shit. And I forgot about it. And I still always think about it, but I didn't do. I still haven't done it yet. But this guy's already done it, so now I can't do it anymore. But he's pretty funny. So let's listen to this guy's upset about what's something with Sasha.
Mickey Nutterball here, and I'm so fucking pissed off. Vince McCook Cantor's not
Sounds like Jim Cornette.
supporting Sasha Banks, I'm sorry. That's right. Vince McCook Cantor, this son of a bitch, is not supporting my favorite diva, Sasha Banks. What the fuck, man? Vince, you fucking sexist, racist asshole. Why don't you support my Sasha Banks? She deserves to be the women's champion. She deserves to be everything. You know, people want to see her as champion. People want her to get a push, but you don't support that. Oh, no. And everyone, she posted this on this website, interacting with her fans, and this is what she had to say. All the marks and smarts will look up and shout, "We want Sasha!" But then fucking Vince will look down and say, "No." You son of a bitch, Vince. Sasha deserves the big push, and you're not gonna push her? You don't support her? Fuck you, you piece of shit, you ballin' motherfucker. I hope you fucking snap your neck, you son of a bitch. I ought to fucking come over there and do the fucking something to you. Maybe give you a damn stunner or something. You deserve it, you son of a bitch. Sasha Banks, please, baby. You know, just keep working hard. You're not gonna get that push because Vince doesn't like pushing anyone. He doesn't even push his own fucking wrestlers. He's not gonna push you, that's for sure. So what the fuck? And now that you posted that shit, he's gonna just, you know, keep you down. He's a fucking sexist bitch.
Okay.
How many views does this video have?
750. He's get probably one of his biggest videos now.
I have what Sasha Banks tweeted.
Okay, what did she say?
All the marks and smarks will look up and shout, "We want Sasha," and Vince McMahon will look down and whisper, "No."
Wow. She wrote that?
Yeah. She wrote that on Tumblr, not Twitter.
Oh my God. Is that really your Tumblr?
Yeah. Sasha Banks, www.tumblr.com, yeah.
What the fuck is... Oh my God, dude.
Yeah, that's fucking suicide right there, bro.
That is suicide. Oh my God. No wonder this guy made...
There's another article here by the Inquisitor. Vince McMahon not supporting Sasha Banks. Sasha Banks feeling slighted by Vince McMahon.
Unbelievable. This is not good. This tells us everything we're saying is true. That's what that tells us.
Mm-hmm.
She's already frustrated with him?
Mm-hmm.
Unbelievable.
If that's the case, dude, Vince McMahon's got to go. Really.
This is unbelievable. The WWE's fucked. For her to tweet that, the WWE's fucked. I'm gonna make a rant video. I'm doing that after this. I'm gonna flip out. That's enraging because this tells me this shit is true. It's not speculation. Is he crazy? Is this happening? Is that happening? Seems like it is, but I can't believe they would actually think this way. Dude, this is not good. This is terrible.
Dude, I don't even think Vince McMahon watches NXT, to be honest with you. I don't know how you watch that NXT respect match that Banks and Bayley had, and Stephanie McMahon is there fucking putting her arm around a crying Sasha Banks and just embracing her, and the entire roster comes out and gives them a standing ovation. How don't you appreciate that? That match could main event any Monday Night Raw this year. Right. Anyone. I just don't get it.
This is not good. That is so bad to hear that. This is insane. This is rough. Why isn't this the number one story on every wrestling site right now?
Mm-hmm.
Where is that? I can barely find the story or her texting this.
Just type in Sasha Banks on Twitter.
But I'm on WrestleZone. I'm on Wrestling Inc. I'm all over the place, and I don't see this. This is like a huge deal. It's not being mentioned in most places.
Mm-hmm.
This is crazy.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
This is what Dolph Ziggler did.
Yeah, and then he got fucked for it.
Yeah, and so did Curtis Axel. Curtis Axel, where is he now? He said something.
Yeah, he said something too. He's like, I'm the son of Mr. Perfect, for crying out loud.
Right.
Book me.
Book me. He's going to be saying that on Virgil's Twitter sometime.
I might see him in the fucking subway here in New York City standing next to Virgil.
That's one of the things you start to hear. You start to hear some of these wrestlers talk like they're on the fucking indie scene. Like they've been in the WWE 5 years before and they're on the indie now. Book me, please. Justin Bailey thinks Heath Slater is going to win.
The WWE title?
My producer thinks that that Heath Slater is going to win. He's probably joking, but from out of nowhere, it's always good to listen to. Says Kyle Rennert on Twitter. He tweeted me at Joe Cronin Show. What else we got here? I'm gonna read all the tweets tonight. God damn it, man! This is the worst news ever. Everybody should tweet Vince McMahon. Everybody watching our show right now should tweet at Vince McMahon at Triple H their displeasure about Sasha. And I'm not joking. I mean, if 30 or 40 or 50 of us can do that, you can really start getting that fucking Twitter exploding. I'm not joking. If 5 of you do it, it doesn't do anything. But if 50 of you do it, it does something.
I love how people on my side of things fucking tweet Triple H, Vince McMahon, and Stephanie McMahon my videos and rants on fucking WWE like they fucking watch my shit. You know?
Well, you never know who sees. It's amazing who actually has seen what's videos. There's only about 30 or 40 shows that are circulating enough in wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, eventually wrestlers and people, they're going to come across and remember that guy does this guy does that. Grimm's Toy Show puts his wife through a table. This other guy fights a bear. JD goes off on these rants. They start to remember everybody. People, I've talked to someone and had them be like, I've seen you, and I've thought, yeah, right, but I'm be respectful to you and just say, cool, And the next thing you know, the guy will be like, yeah, man, I remember you had this guy on, and he said this, and I'll be like, oh, shit, like, you really did see my show. What the fuck? God damn it. Oh, man, look what Jerry just tweeted me, WrestleMania Challenge. Fucking the old Nintendo game. Holy shit. That's epic, dude. Well, anyway, I hate to end on a sour note with this women's shit and fucking Sasha Banks, but this is goddamn awful. I don't know, man.
Yeah, that might have to be the top story on my show on Friday too.
But Triple H, Stephanie, and some of these other people surrounding Vince, I mean, I feel like she's almost untouchable in a way because so many people are supporting her. And if she starts trying to drive a wedge between Vince, her, and everybody, I mean, this is very interesting. I'm already seeing tweets coming in now. Ed's in Japan tweeted at Vince McMahon, Banks movement. Mr. 4 Awesome 32010 tweeting about Sasha Banks to Vince and Triple H and Stephanie. Talvish, countdown ended. Joe Cronin Show. Like, everybody, you guys should just start tweeting right now. And I want to be included in those tweets. At Sasha, at WWE, at Joe Cronin, at Stephanie, at everybody. Where the fuck is Sasha? That's what you write. Where the fuck is Sasha? That's what you write. That's what you write. It's real simple. WWE, Joe Cronin Show, Stephanie McMahon, Triple H, JD. Where the fuck is Sasha? And that's what you tweet out right now. That's what you do. You're a fucking soldier, guy. You guys are soldiers, and you're on. Look at this fucking guy.
What the fuck, Sasha? I thought you would have known better. All these stars. Well, at least some of them are getting brave and posting shit, but they're going to get buried in the meantime. Who was the last star that posted something? I forgot. Don't give a fuck, because all these stars, you're just forgettable. God damn, it pisses me off.
I don't know why I find this to be the funniest fucking thing I saw on the internet all day.
This fucking mask.
The mask. Like, and he sped up the video to have no balls. Oh, God. I wish I thought of this.
He tweeted that little thing. Let me repeat that again. All the marks and smarts will look up and shout, "We want Sasha!" And Vince will look down and whisper, "No."
Wow.
What the fuck?
What the fuck?
ridiculous.
It's totally something I would do. I'm glad he has 5,000 subs because he deserves it. Good job. Jaron, by the way, he did this video where he asked girls out, and some fucking guy with like 1 million subs played it on his show.
Nice.
I had people coming to my channel who came from Jaron's, who came from that video. I'm like, wow, talk about trickling down. All right, bro. Hey, I think we got to what we could get to. Hey, at Joe Cronin Show, what's your most anticipated movie coming out in 2016? Deadpool, Batman, Superman, Dawn of Justice. Oh, man. Fuck it. Star Wars, 2015. God, I'm really looking forward to that Deadpool. Man, but I gotta be honest, I'm a Superman, Batman type of guy, so I whichever one's the best movie after I see it. How about that?
Before we end, Joe, I just want to make a quick mention. Guys, go subscribe to the Danger Zone YouTube channel. Danger Zone YT on YouTube. That's Chris Denk. That's Denk Ops and his girlfriend Michelle and his crew running a community channel. They actually featured me on it today, talking about what we talked about here tonight. Roman Reigns possibly turning into the biggest heel in WWE at Survivor Series by turning on Dean Ambrose. I did a mini podcast over there, one-man podcast, so go check it out if you guys want more in-depth about what I think about the entire situation.
Interesting. Yeah, man. What else can we plug here for you before we get out of here? Anything else?
Same shit. Wrestle Crate. Use the promo code Joe sent me or JD sent me for 10% off. Pro Wrestling Tees. We both got T-shirts on the fucking website.
Right.
Subscribe to the channels. Follow us on Twitter. All the same shit.
And, yeah, like the video, guys. Share it. And if you missed episode 3.5, it was on JD's channel. So go over to JD's and watch that because that was one of our best episodes, and it's over there. So definitely go check that out. This is episode 5. So if you have your first episode, go back and watch the other 4. I think it'll be a lot of fun for you. Stay tuned throughout the week, guys. Go back and watch my Vince Russo interview. Of course, like you said, WrestleCrate.com. Use our coupon codes. You know what they are. If you don't, watch the videos again. You'll figure it out. ProWrestlingTees.com. Man, I love it. I love those guys. Really good guys over there. And also stay tuned for my interview at the end of the week, next week. It's coming up with Jim Cornette. It's going to be awesome. MLW Radio. And more big stuff to come. And I can't wait for it. Chavo Guerrero Jr., that's going to be a big one as well coming up. And Jake the Snake Roberts? Well, we'll find out. He could be coming up. Lots of other stuff. Also, at Joe Cronin Show on Twitter. And subscribe if you haven't before. Also, go check out this fucking guy, BDF Network.
This is fucking retarded, people. It's a bunch of pussy shit galore. Fuck. And you know what, Vince? One day, man, you're gonna get yours for treating all these wrestlers and divas like shit and not giving them the push that they deserve. You fucking cunt!
You're listening to Outta Nowhere. Listening to the Outta Nowhere Wrestling Podcast, brought to you by WrestleCrate, WrestleCrate.com,